Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to look at a game called, well, first of all, this is another game for the DECO Cassette System. And the cassette system often came in a cabinet that looked like this, or it had black painted sides, or wood grain sides. And there is the cassette system itself. But this game is called Ocean to Ocean. And it was created in 1981, and it is the 10th game to be released for the DECO Cassette System. And there is the cassette of Ocean to Ocean. Despite its nautical title, this has nothing to do with any kind of nautical theme whatsoever. But perhaps its title was because it was maybe created in Japan, then released overseas to the US. I don't know. But here is the boot up screen. But it is a slot machine game. And it has 3 sets of slots and three windows a piece, so there's a total of 9. There's a total of 9. But with each credit that you put in, you can win an additional way. Put in 1 credit and it opens up the middle row of slots. Put in a 2nd credit, it opens up the top row of slots as well. Put in a 3rd credit, and then you've got all 3 rows of slots available. And then put in a 4th credit, you also get the first column of slots. Put another credit and you get the first 2 columns of slots as well. Then put in a 6th credit and you get all 3 columns of slots plus all 3 rows. And then put in a 7th credit and then you get a diagonal row of slots. Put in an 8th credit and then you get the other diagonal row of slots. So there's a total of 8 bets you can do. And here is the main screen here. There are cherries, there's bells, there's watermelons, there's plums, there's what's that red fruit? Oh, it's an orange. It's kind of reddish. And then there's bars and 7s. I'll put in like 100 credits or so, 102. We'll get started. If you put in all 8 credits, sorry, I've had a cold lately. If you put in all 8 credits, you can really play a long time. But you need, see, the arrows on the edges of the boxes point to which direction you want to get points. See, I got points because of the cherry at the top middle pointing down, and then I got 3 watermelons at the bottom. Now the cherry scoring I'm not 100% certain about. I got 2 cherries. See, again, look at the arrows to determine which way you can win. If you choose the diagonal methods of playing, there's only one, like, I think one area that you can't win at. Well, I'll explain a little bit better later on. But really, yeah, the way you want to go is to bet 8. You can really play a long time. If I would have done diagonal, I would have gotten 3 cherries. 3 cherries is worth 10. I'm not entirely sure about the scoring of the cherries, how it works. I think you get, like, 2 if you get one in the first window. But again, look at the way the arrows are pointing, where they will flash when you've won with those directions. But I think 1 cherry in the first window is 2 points. See, if at the bottom left it showed that you could win starting with the bottom left window and then going to the center window and then the top right window. But you get 2 points if the cherry is in the first window in the sequence that the arrow shows. Oh, 3 cherries. And I think that if you get 2 cherries in the first 2 windows, you get 5 points. And then I got 3 plums diagonally. 3 bells is 18, 3 cherries is 10, 3 watermelon is 16, and 3 plums is 14, 3 oranges is 10. I do not know what 3 sevens is. Sevens almost never come up. Bars are pretty seldom too. But if you get any bar, there's like bar and then bar, I think. If you get 3 of any kind, that's 20. Yeah, this was the 10th game released for the DECO Cassette System, and this was created by Data East in 1981. I'd never seen this before. Hey, there's 3 plums. See, if the arrow pointed on the bottom left that says 8 to the upper right, so the sequence of those windows has to be bottom left, then middle, then top right. So look at those arrows if you're confused as to how you scored. And remember the scoring list that I told you of. Or at least that's what I've been able to determine out of them. But yeah, the sevens and the bars are very seldom. The sevens are most seldom. I've gotten a 3 of the kind of the bars like once before, but it was like any bar. If your game ends, it doesn't say game over or anything. It just goes back to the main screen. You are out of wins, out of credits, out of bets, and that's it. I can't remember what's the most I've ever won on this game. It was a pretty good score. But I've never gotten 3 of a kind of the sevens. Ooh, this might be it here. Wow, yeah, I won 3 of a kind 3 ways of the watermelons. 55, that's a pretty good win. Yeah, I'd never seen or heard of this. It is called Ocean to Ocean. Of course, this type of slot machine, well, with multiple chances to win all over the place in casinos. But usually there's like 5 windows or something, or, for each row. And they're often played for pennies, although, you have to put like in 30 to 50 pennies worth of credits. Oh, that had the potential to be another great score, but I didn't get the last orange in the bottom right window. But yeah, I'm back to doing some DECO Cassette System games. Hey, got 3 oranges. Again, 3 oranges are 10 points, as are 3 cherries. This was just recently released in MAME. I think within the last handful of releases. So it hadn't been dumped for a long time. Now let's take a quick look again at the winning possibilities. So yeah, there's the arrows. Just follow the arrows to see which direction you win, or you can win, and if they're flashing, that's the way that you did win. And just kind of remember the scoring list that I told you about earlier in the video. Thank you for watching. This was Ocean to Ocean by Data East in 1981 for the DECO Cassette System, the 10th game in the DECO Cassette System, and there's the cassette. This is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Ocean to Ocean by Data East in 1981 for the DECO Cassette System, and I will catch you later in the future with another video. Hope you have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.